Can you solve this exam synthesis? Well, let's work through it. The very first thing that jumps at me right away is the functional group that we have over here, which is an oxime, which is easily made by the reaction of the corresponding carbonyl plus the hydroxylamine, which means that the predecessor to our final product would have been the following carbonyl. Now, the next thing that I'm seeing here that I'm going to be making a new carbon-carbon bond right over here, so I'm going to show my new bond like that. And I'm also seeing that I'm going to see the functional group at the second carbon, which is a hallmark of the Grignard reaction where we have the Grignard reagent reacting with an epoxide. But we also know that the Grignard reaction typically gives an alcohol, which means that my ketone is going to be coming from this alcohol, which we can easily make from the corresponding Grignard reagent plus the epoxide, as I've mentioned a moment ago. And of course we can easily make this Grignard reagent from our starting material in just a couple of simple steps. So now, when we know the idea of how we're going to approach our synthesis, let's outline our steps. So to convert my alcohol into the corresponding Grignard reagent, I'm going to start by turning my alcohol into the corresponding bromide using something like PBr3 and pyridine, which going to give me my bromide, and then I'm going to treat it with magnesium shavings and THF or other ether-like solvent, and here I have my Grignard reagent. So now I'm going to bring my epoxide so the Grignard can open the epoxide from the less substituted side like so, which after the acidic workup going to give me my alcohol, and of course the new carbon-carbon bond that I have just created is right over here. And to make it a little bit more visually easy to see how this is going to become our final product, I'm going to quickly redraw my molecule. And now there are just a couple of steps left. First, I'm going to do the oxidation reaction. Let's do PCC, because why not? We are working with a secondary alcohol, so it really doesn't matter which oxidation technique we're going to use to convert that into a ketone. And finally, to get our target molecule, our final product, I'm going to treat my ketone with hydroxylamine in the presence of acid as a catalyst, and there we have it. Pretty straightforward, and the only tricky part that you had to recognize here is that our functional group over here, the oxime, is essentially nothing different from an imine, and at this point hopefully you already know how to make those imines. Now, did you have the same solution, or did you come up with something different? Let me know in the comments below. Boop the like button if you learned something new today. Subscribe for more, and I will see you next time.